I'm Abby,
And I'm Anna.
and this is Serious Beef.
Welcome.
We'll share that Peace Up, A-Town Down.
Peace of A Town Down.
Is that what we're doing now?
Listener, Abby forgot how we even opened the podcast.
Okay.
She completely forgot. She says, how do we do this? And she's been away too long, folks.
It's been too long.
So I said she'd been away at war for too long.
Or I have been.
She couldn't even remember her own name. It's a sad, sad situation.
I have been. I've been at war.
Now, listener, we will also let you know that Abby just went to the dentist.
I did.
And she's still a little numb on one side.
I did. I have a wee bit of a lisp.
So
here
if you
tonight.
didn't understand any of that she just said,
Did it not come? Was I not clear at all?
a little bit not clear. But you know,
Shit.
we're gonna leave it be
Oh,
because
fuck.
we've explained why, and maybe people will have to listen to it twice and boost their numbers.
Help a girl out. Well,
So where were you really? She was out of town.
we were out of town. I think we kind of mentioned this last week that
Probably.
we were going to, Ash and I were going to go to Gen Con, meet up with listener Kate. And Gen Con, for those who don't know, is a board game convention,
It is.
which I feel like sounds really lame when you don't know what it is.
Listener, not only does it sound lame, it is lame.
No, it's not. You had a blast.
She said, you had a blast, I did it.
Had read it.
We did go one year, and I actually mean to go back, but I saw how crowded it was this year, and I'm like, yikes, I don't know, it's a lot of people. But it was a good time. There's so much stuff. Our family loves board games. We
Yeah.
just love them. I grew up in a family that loved board games. My mom loved to play games, and so she played games with us all the time when we were kids. But I had no idea how many games there are in the world. There's so many.
So Gen Con is in Indianapolis every year, and Indianapolis is this like hub of conventions because they have this giant convention center with skywalks that connect to like the surrounding hotels and parking garages, and it's super
And
convenient.
Lucas Oil Field, I mean,
Yeah,
the Colts
there's-
Stadium is right there. So yeah,
Yep, it's like within walking distance, and so at the main convention center there is what's called like the exhibit hall, and that is just aisle upon aisle of booths selling games, game accessories. Sometimes it's like cosplay kind of
sometimes
stuff,
just
like
fun
it's just like
stuff,
hats
yeah.
and stuff like
Minis
that.
and all kinds of dice and you name it. Honestly, just about anything you can imagine, it's there. And you got people
Anything nerdy. There's
Yeah.
there's even stands that are like statues, things
Yeah,
like that. You
yeah.
know, if you're into that thing, like
stuffed animals, you name it.
obviously there are a lot of different types of games. I would categorize everything into 4 different types because when I was working at my previous job that was the board game company, this is sort of how we did it. But there is the RPGs, which are your role play games. That's your Dungeons and Dragons and such.
Mm-hmm.
There are tabletop card games, which is like Magic the Gathering, whatnot. Then you have board games, which is board games.
Basically, the board game.
And then you have like war games or like wargaming.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And-
yeah, I did see that.
yeah.
My gosh, some of that stuff is
Very cool.
crazy, very cool.
Yeah. But
You
that's
spend
like
a lot of money on that
oh
stuff.
my god, it's
Yeah.
one of the very expensive
Yeah.
very expensive
Very
hobbies. So that's basically you buy a bunch of minis, you put them together, you paint them, and you build yourself like a little army.
I was gonna say not even just the minis, but some of them you can buy an entire castle and fort and all these different things.
A lot of
to
people
battle.
make
Yeah.
a lot of stuff, and so then
It was extensive.
right, and so people are selling minis. They're selling terrain, right?
Terrain,
Because
yeah.
you set up a whole
Buildings,
table.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're playing a war game, you set up the table of like trees and rocks and blah 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 and such, and then you put your little guys, and then you have like a little
You have
like
a little battle. I
measuring
guess.
like
Okay.
what is that? I was gonna say yardstick. That's not it. Measuring tape, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
how you like measure how far they can move because
Okay.
there's no grid. You just measure.
Oh.
Oh, this guy can go 6 inches. So yeah,
Maybe we should discuss what our beef is now that we've explained the different types of games and what Gen
suppose-
Con is.
indeed. Well, our beef is with just our least favorite games.
We did talk about this because we were like, we love playing board games. But
A lot of
there-
games.
There are some games out there that we're not big,
Mm-hmm.
huge fans of. I'll be honest with you.
I don't want to say that I hate this game, because that's not true. I'll play it. It's just I feel like everybody else really likes it, and I'm just like meh on
Okay,
it.
What is it?
Categories.
Categories.
I know.
You don't like categories.
I know what it is. I don't love it.
And Sam and I love that game.
I know, which is what makes it a little bit more painful.
Oh, that's
because
a
we
bummer.
play it a lot.
Yeah, because we love it. Yeah. Oh well, I had no idea you hated that game.
I
Well,
don't.
you said
I
you
don't
say
think I hate it, and I don't even know if it's just that. Like we went. I feel like the family went through a Scattergories phase.
Yeah.
We played Scattergories a
Because
lot.
we haven't played it in a while, in a
No.
long time though, now. Because we've gotten so many new games. Well, I will say that one I again will probably not say hate as well, just because that's a very strong word. But I do not like the game Monopoly, and maybe that's against
You could say hate. That's
against the popular opinion. But
I don't appreciate.
you know, I
it.
don't mind a game that takes a long time because we've played games that take a long time.
Oh yeah, we've got like Zombicide,
Zombicide
and Betrayal
takes-
House on the Hill.
Right,
was
those
one.
those can take some time.
Yep.
But to me, in Monopoly, it takes a long time. It's not exciting at all. We're just causing our other players to go bankrupt, basically. So it just isn't fun to me. Where in Zombicide, at least we get to go like kill things, and
Yeah.
it's fun.
Well, it's also, and that's a big thing that I think Tom, you know, who we play D&D with on Thursdays.
My brother, Tom.
Yep. I think he introduced us to, I forget if it was Betrayal or Zombicide
Both
first.
actually, but one
Right. I can't remember which
I
one
can't-
was the first one.
Right,
But
I don't either.
that was like a sort of a turning point, I
Yeah,
think, because those were cooperative games. And we had never, as a family,
Never
especially
played
like
a
the
game like
extended
that.
family, had never
Right.
played a cooperative board game
We
before.
play more of a traditional, you know, you're against each other type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
You
and there's
know,
one
like you said,
winner.
your Monopoly, Dominoes, we
Yeah.
play a lot of
Risk.
Dominoes.
Ugh. Yeah,
Risk.
I can't handle Risk. My husband likes
Risk,
that game.
here's the thing, I can't stand, I don't like Risk. And I thought that I liked Risk when I was younger. That was
Yeah,
only
you did.
because,
You used to like to get your dad to play.
right, that was
'Cause he likes
because
that game.
I was a fool. And I was not aware of better board games.
That's true.
Because there are a lot of games. There's games like Risk. I mean, we walk by. You have the Dodos Riding Dinos game.
Yeah.
You know, the same booth sells whatever this game is, but it's sort of like Risk, but it's like a fantasy kind of style. And so you are either like a emperor, or king, or something like that,
Okay.
or you can play as like a dragon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you have like your territories.
Sure.
And every one, like, so if you're a person and I'm a dragon, maybe Ashley's a dragon. Ashley or everything not here today.
Sure, that's true. That's
You know, sad.
Okay.
But maybe she's a dragon, maybe Dad's a person, okay? And you can like play, and the idea is that you want to like conquer everything,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Same as like
so
Risk.
Not cooperative.
Well, that's the thing. So the idea is like Risk, like that you want to conquer the world.
Okay.
But you can have like one human or person can partner with one dragon.
Oh,
And then you can like, it unlocks like certain abilities and things like that.
Right.
Because you're like working together. But once you've like bonded with one, you can't go back. So it's
Oh,
like,
oh,
if
okay.
me and Dad make an alliance.
You can't make a
That's
different. You can't
Yeah.
make a different alliance with somebody else. Okay,
Correct.
Gotcha.
Now the thing is, like Risk, you can like get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
But there's, I don't remember what it is, but there's like a mechanic that you can like get back in. You're not out.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You have a chance.
mhm.
You're saying there's still a chance.
Right. It's like, I think it's like if you the dragon or whatever get knocked out, you can control another aspect of like the human stuff or whatever that you're
okay.
partnered with. So you're not
I see.
completely SOL.
Well,
It's-
and we're not saying that we only like cooperative games. We definitely play
No.
games where we're we love the game
I
Suro,
like
which
that
is the
back.
dragons.
I like that.
It's also little dragons, right? Aren't they little dragons?
Yeah,
Suro?
it's like
And
yeah.
it's definitely
Yeah.
you're playing against each other, but it's not real. Doesn't take too terribly long, so it's kind of fun.
No. That one's that was
But,
really fun.
Or sometimes we split into two teams. Like we just played. Oh my gosh, what is the one with
Codenames?
for Neanderthals? The one for
Oh, Poetry for Neanderthals.
Poetry for Neanderthals. That is a hoot. You can only you have to give clues to your team, and you can only use one syllable words. And so it's very. And then there's literally a club that you blow up. It's so it won't hurt anybody, and you bonk them on the head if they say two syllable words or more. Or
Yeah.
more. And it's pretty. That one is actually really funny. And so you play in
That
two
one's
teams.
yeah. That one's like a mix of. So the one syllable thing is sort of a twist on like taboo almost.
Yes, it is. It is a twist on taboo, but it's actually funnier.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
because you're trying. You can only say one syllable word, so you literally sound like a Neanderthal, which is hilarious.
I remember Sam was trying to get me to guess boat,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh
She-
yeah.
Car for water. Car for water.
No, she didn't say car. She said car for wet.
Car for wet.
Because you couldn't say water.
Because you can't say water. You're
Yes.
right. Car for wet. Car for wet. And,
And,
I'm
then
like,
and you got it.
boat?
You said boat. So hilarious. Yeah.
Car
So that
for
game's
wet.
really funny. But yeah, we like a lot of games, whether it's cooperative or not.
but yeah, Risk.
But yeah, Risk and Monopoly probably are my two
They're
lists.
favorite. I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of Scrabble either, truthfully.
Yeah,
I'd rather play Upwards.
I love Upwards, but yeah, Scrabble, it just kind of takes forever, and it's
yeah.
and it's kind of boring. But Upwards moves a little faster, and you kind of have a lot more options as far as where you can put words. So I play that game on my phone a lot.
No, that
Because
was
I like
fun.
that game.
I like Upwards.
Trying to keep my mind sharp.
I like the word
Me
games.
too. I like word games.
But our family. So that was Thief was the lame game.
Lame games. Come on,
So,
come on, games.
I
Do
think
better.
I think really quickly,
Okay.
we're gonna go back to last week when we were talking about the Olympic Games.
Abby's
Okay.
gonna help me out and try to redeem.
Yeah,
redeem
I
my
figured we could try to
stupidity.
redeem ourselves. I won't
It's like,
say what it is.
Oh, it's the Olympics. So yes,
Here's the thing.
I said a sauce that's famously Roman. It's-
famously from Italy,
Yeah.
not quite Greece. But so we're gonna redeem ourselves and go with tzatziki sauce.
there you go. Let's get a Greek.
Once again-
a Greek sauce.
Good luck spelling that.
Good luck.
But and I looked at the pronunciation because I wasn't gonna.
We
Play
did
those
look it
games.
up because we're like, is it tzatziki sauce? Tzatziki
Right.
sauce? Do you pronounce the T
It is
in front of the Z? You do.
tzatziki
It
sauce.
said tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki
So,
sauce.
The first T is pronounced, but the second is
It's a
the
Z.
Z. So interesting. There you go. Okay, we
Yep.
said it a bunch of times. We got it.
They got it. Real quick on the Olympic Games, I figured we could talk maybe about our favorite Olympic moments.
The Olympics are still going on, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so fun to watch. We talked about that. We love the Olympics, but we're sports nuts anyway.
We
so-
are. We're big
Yeah.
games of all types.
Look at us. Look at us.
I know.
So
But-
what's your favorite Olympic moment?
Oh man, I think there's two. There's
Okay.
two I like vividly remember. One real quick is watching Usain Bolt when he broke the record for the 100-meter dash because
Okay. Yep, very cool.
wild because it wasn't even close. Like he broke it. Like
Yeah.
he was under by like almost half a second,
Crazy. Crazy.
which is
crazy fast
insane.
guy. Yeah.
And then the other one was watching Michael Phelps.
Oh yeah.
Right, when the year
Yeah.
that he was going to break all the records. And he was going to go break the record for the most medals, most golds in a single Olympics.
In the single Olympics.
Yeah.
Not just the most gold period. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I do remember this. And
he
we
is the
were
most decorated
watching.
Olympian of all time.
He is.
But he was going for a record for that, like just the most golds in one single Olympics. I think it was
Okay.
8,
Okay.
which is insane to think about.
Yeah, that's insane. Because
Right.
like Simone Biles just competed this year again and
Yeah.
took home 4.
She had 4?
She took home 4.
What did she win?
So she won 3 golds for the team all around and vault, and then the silver on floor.
Oh, she won the all around.
She won the all
Good for her.
Yep.
I knew she got the gold in the vault.
But it was so great because, and I kind of interrupt you a little bit, but
Well,
this is actually to me an incredible moment because she got silver on the floor and Jordan
I know what you're
Childs
gonna
got the bronze.
yeah.
And the girl from Brazil got the gold, and then on the podium they turn and they kind of like do
Bow,
the bow
yeah.
to her. And I will tell you that the Louvre in Paris tweeted out, maybe we should hang this picture in the Louvre.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, because what an example of just incredible sportsmanship,
Oh, yeah.
right? You know,
Well,
they were,
especially-
and they were truly so happy for each other.
Oh,
All three of them were, and it was
absolutely.
really such a cool moment.
Well, because
Yeah.
they were talking, because they interviewed Simone Biles afterwards, her
Right.
and Jordan Childs, and they were saying like, they're like it just kind of felt like the right thing to do a
Yeah.
little bit because they're like
Well,
she was amazing.
Yeah, they said she absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
She earned it and deserved it, and they were
And-
so thrilled for her.
And can you
Yeah.
imagine being that gymnast from Brazil?
Yeah.
That Simone Biles, who's
Is
probably the greatest to ever do
Absolutely the goat of
it,
gymnastics.
is bowing down to
bowing
you.
to her.
I would be like beside
Yeah.
myself.
She said she had the best routine of the day. She looked amazing, and she deserved it.
Absolutely.
They
Well
were thrilled.
deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
So how cool is that? So even just this year, like what a great moment.
Oh,
right?
I know.
There's so many even to remember, but you're right that we watched that race, where he's got to get it.
So yeah, so
Phelps
he had
has
done.
to get
So
win
he'd
this
been
one.
doing like the butterfly, the freestyle,
All of them, right?
100 meters, 200
Yeah.
meters, whatever, a bunch of them. And so he goes to do. I think it was the 4x. You think it was like 4x200 maybe?
I don't even know what it was. I just know it was
But
a
it was the
relay.
yeah,
It was
it's
a
the
relay.
relay.
And
And
so there's how many guys are involved? I don't remember. Four. Okay. And they each do a
Phelps-
different style of swimming, right? So like somebody does backstroke, or were they all doing the same style?
I think
I can't even remember.
I believe that one was.
Or was it all freestyle?
I think that one was all freestyle
Okay,
because they
gotcha.
did do a medley one.
You're right.
But
I think you're right. This
I
one
think
was
that one was the
freestyle.
freestyle because it was France. Was their main competition was France
Okay.
in that one. So Phelps goes in and he is doing
Incredible.
his best, and the fourth guy goes in. He now has to try to catch,
Yep.
and that guy like busts his ass, and
They're like in second at this point.
yep, it's them and France are neck and neck, and then they touch, and it looks like France touches first, but it's so quick. They're like at the same time,
Right.
and no one really knows who's gonna come up. And the USA pops up that we had won,
Right.
And they all lose their minds.
Well, they have to do literally the photo finish or whatever. They're showing,
Well-
and they're showing it on the screen, and we're watching this literally.
I mean,
how many tenths of a second,
yeah.
that he
I
barely
mean-
gets the wall first.
right, and he
Crazy. Yeah,
I
and
mean- Mm-hmm.
they're losing it. We're screaming. Like we're losing it. Yeah, what a moment.
It was
What a
so-
moment. And
it
that was
so
his eighth
insane.
medal, wasn't it?
No, but it was like six.
It was
or
like
something.
6 or 7.
But it was
okay.
one of those like the relays were the scariest. I say scariest because it's not just him.
No,
He
that's just
has
it.
to
You
depend
got-
on everyone
Obviously,
else.
you do your part, but then the rest is out of your control. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yep. Oh, I'm looking at the Wikipedia for it.
Oh, gotcha.
Prior to this, France is reportedly very confident in its ultimate victory. The world record holder at the time was on their team.
Oh.
Alain Bernard, the French swimmer,
Okay.
who's the world record holder, he goes, "The Americans, we're going to smash them." That's what we came here for.
Nice try.
Uh-oh. So, trailing the French by nearly 6/10 of a second entering the final leg. We're not dead even. We were 6/10. We were over half a second behind.
At the start.
No,
yes.
no. At the final leg.
Right. At the last swim.
Oh, I know.
At the last
Yeah.
swim,
I'm saying
yes.
when the fourth guy goes in,
Yeah.
we are 6/10 of a second behind.
Right. But then
you
he
know.
turns it
Yeah.
on and goes
Yes.
insane.
This guy comes from behind, sets a new world record, and gets the elusive freestyle relay title after 12 years. So the first time the U.S. had won it in 12 years.
Wow. Crazy.
Jason Lezak is who
Oh,
was
yeah.
our
And
anchor.
he just swam out of his mind.
Chased down world record holder. This guy owns world record, and he chases him down with a scintillating anchor time of 46.06, the fastest ever split in the event's history.
Just so amazing that we got to see that even, right? How cool is that?
Yep.
Well, I will tell you the medal count. Would you like to hear it?
How many Phelps has? Or
No, for this year.
Oh,
Okay.
I haven't heard it today, but I heard a little bit of an update. Go.
So I was pretty excited because I looked this morning and United States, were tied with China for the most golds at 21. But we have the United States had 75 overall, a commanding lead over just in the total medals. So as of right now, I just looked it up again, and the United States has taken the lead with 24 golds over China at 22.
Wahoo!
And we have an 86 total golds. No, help me. 86 total medals.
Oh.
And the next closest is China with 59. So we're again, commanding lead in just total medals.
Excellent.
But the best part is the girl from Australia who was talking shit,
Yeah.
talking smack about the U.S. fans, how annoying we are because we chant USA, USA.
What do you mean?
What are we supposed
What
to
do
chant?
you want us to chant? We're chanting
we
for our
don't even know.
people.
I'm every country roots for their team, so I don't know why she would focus in it. I mean, yeah, we have an advantage. There's a lot more people, in the States than other smaller countries. I don't know. Maybe they're more funded more than other countries. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, it is 100% because
Yeah.
We just have access to more
Right.
things, you know.
There's more opportunities. We get it. But everybody cheers for their country, so I don't know why she had to
Right.
zero in that. But so the goal was for the swimming to at least take more gold medals than Australia, and they took, not only did they take more gold, they took more medals, period, than Australia in swimming.
Oh yeah.
So that was awesome. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's been fun.
I'm gonna real quick clarify. Phelps swam first,
Oh,
followed by Garrett Weber Gale, and then Cullen Jones, and then Jason Lezak was who. Like Phelps did his best
and
to
this
give
was
us
his
a lead.
last Olympics, right? That was his. Was that he came back the next year? Or the
But
next
he
Olympics?
didn't.
I thought that was
he
his
did.
last one.
No. He came back but he didn't do nearly as many events. This was
Right.
his only shot to do all 8.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it was just like he's in his prime. He knows 4 years from now he's not going to be able to compete on that level.
Yeah, I mean your body can only do so much the older you get.
So he needed.
Regardless
needed
of how who swam when, it was amazing and we loved it.
it was amazing. Yeah, no, but I yeah, that was probably it because we're like I think I was telling you about this, that we get home from something, we were somewhere, and we get
Yeah, you
home
ran into
and
the
I
house.
like had been watching like the Olympics nonstop.
Yeah, as much as you can.
And I had this little TV in my room that was like it had a VHS player built
Little
in.
tiny box TV with
Yeah.
a VH player within it. Yeah.
So that TV wasn't hooked up to cable. It just got, because at the time you could still get those basic channels, you know.
You're right.
And so I go like
Yeah,
taking the
get-
stairs
get
2
to
at a
channel
time
5, yeah.
to get to my room. I hit the power button and it turns on like quickly, and they dive in to start the race. I was like, and then downstairs you guys had, because for whatever reason the main TV took forever to turn on.
that TV was so slow. It would like
I wasn't playing these
I
games.
gotta warm up or something.
I know. I wasn't playing those games. So I have it on upstairs and we're all like watching it, and they're
We're
so
yelling, go, go.
right.
Yeah.
And they go to at the very end, you know, and it's like you can't tell, but then
Yeah.
it pops up the USA has won first, you know, and everybody loses their mind. That's, you have the picture of Phelps who's like, no, you know, the shirt, no shirt on, he's got the thing, and he's like, you know, screaming with his arms.
Screaming,
Yeah,
with
because
this crazy wingspan of his arms. Yeah.
yeah, and
was
I remember
nuts.
France was pissed, and they asked they made him go back and review it,
Which
because
is fine. That's,
right.
Understandable.
well, because
That
they'd
was that
already
close,
they'd
right?
already reviewed it, and they were like, no, like the United States won,
Yeah.
and they're like, nope, do it again.
We need you to triple check.
And they did, and like that's the thing, they had the camera angle from the bottom, and it's like, I mean,
God,
it's
close.
so close.
It
It
was
looks
crazy
like
close.
it almost looks like France out touches them, but they're like, nope, that's just like kind of the water.
Right, exactly.
Like, we have pressure sensors in the
they
things,
actually do. Yes.
and Phelps touched the thing
No,
first.
that wasn't Phelps. It was.
Or the United States,
Yeah.
guy. But yeah, no, that
I can remember they interviewed him too, and he was just like, still kind of in shock because he's just like, I don't even know how I did that.
No.
It's just like,
yeah, the guy
such a
who's.
blur.
I don't think that
But
guy is.
somehow he managed to catch up to him and
Yeah.
then beat him by such a close margin. Yeah.
That
Insane.
the split that guy did, Jason
Mm-hmm.
Lezak at the very end. I don't know if that's been beaten. I don't know that
don't
anybody's
know.
ever
I don't
gotten under it.
I will tell you this year, Katie Ledecky has the 1500 is what her specialty is, right? Swimmer, and she won the gold in that for her 4th consecutive Olympics.
Which is insane.
That's insane.
I couldn't believe when I heard that Kayla Ledecky was competing this year. I was like,
Again, and she's the most decorated female
Yes.
athlete
Yeah.
at the Olympics, and she's just a machine, right? I mean,
oh, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, she's so,
It's absolutely
she's
insane.
so great, and she's so nice and so humble, you know, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That Noah Wiles, he won that. What race did he win? This is a running race. Was it the 200?
Oh yeah. No. The 100 meter.
Okay, so the 100 meter, he wins, right? Like literally, again, just crazy tight. Had to do the photo finish kind of thing because it's the torso that crosses, not the V kind of thing. And they interview him afterwards. And I will say this is actually kind of funny because I'm just talking about how Katie Ledecky is so humble. They interview him and he goes, they're like, oh, you know, what do you think about this? How are you feeling? He's like, I saw that. I had to look at the photo finish myself, and I thought, damn, I'm good.
Damn, I'm good. I know. he's got that like swagger confidence
Yes,
about
he
him, and
does.
it's like
Yes, he does.
the
But
thing
it
is
was
though,
funny. He laughed. Like
Yes.
he wasn't being a total jerk,
he
in my opinion.
yeah
So.
he comes off to me as like not like cocky, but just like supremely confident
Right,
that he
right.
knows that he has worked his ass off and he knows that he is good at what he
It was
does.
the way he said it. It came across more funny. Than
Yeah, he was really he's
him
yeah.
just being an absolute
Exactly.
ass or something. So that was.
But the thing
that
is,
was funny.
he was because he was like realistically, they were like looking at the thing. They go, if like the Jamaican sprinter
Right.
didn't lean forward,
He didn't
really
lean forward.
like
And
he had a bad.
and
They said he had a bad thing.
Did. He
Yeah.
leaned and he got it. Yeah.
Right, they're like basically like
Wild.
the Jamaican runner had like kind of curled his shoulders forward, which pulls your chest
Right.
back.
You gotta get that chest
And
out.
he,
When you're
Noah was
running.
like shoved his chest forward and somehow, because he had
Somehow.
said, no, because the Noah kid, he goes up to the Jamaican sprinter and he was like, I'm gonna have to swallow my pride, like I think you got me.
race,
And they
yeah.
pull up, they're like, oh shit.
Mhm.
But we hadn't won that one in like
Long time.
long time.
Yeah, first American to win that in many years.
Many
I think
years.
I heard. I can't remember how many years, but yeah, it's a long time.
I will give you a little fun fact about that race though with the Michael Phelps thing.
Oh, okay, back to Michael Phelps.
That just is the last thing on it,
Okay,
but
okay.
that the record that they set still stands. Nobody's ever
Oh,
beaten
okay.
it still.
We were talking about that. You were wondering. You were right. No one's beat that.
Mhm.
Wow.
I don't think anybody's ever gotten under. Jason Lezak, who was our anchor, swam his split in 46.06 seconds, and I don't think that anyone's ever gotten under.
He was
that.
on fire.
For
My
reference.
God.
For reference, so he swam it in 46.06. Michael Phelps, who is
Like the greatest of all time at swimming.
right,
Anyway.
who
Yeah.
had won the 100-meter freestyle,
Yes.
swam it in 47.51. Wow. So he was just under.
Which
a
that
whole
time that
second
Phelps
and a
swam
half.
it was a very good time. I mean, that's an incredible, also a very excellent time. But
The 100-meter freestyle, the guy swam it, broke the world record for the 100-meter. The guy from China did.
oh,
His time is 46.40. No one's ever swum the 100-meter freestyle. That's it. All you do is one dab back and then the race is over. 46.40.
if you blink, you miss it. Yeah.
and
'Cause
Jason-
these guys are so fast.
And Jason Lezak swam his split, which was 100-meter freestyle,
Right.
at 46.06. That would have
Oh my God.
that's 0.4 of a second faster than the world record on the thing. Like that sounds outrageous.
That actually blows my mind.
I know. I didn't realize
I
that.
had no idea that
goosebumps.
he's yeah. Ooh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mufasa.
That's not right. I had no idea. I had no idea
I
that
did
he
not know
swam. Like I knew that he busted his ass to catch the guy, but I had no idea that he had swam.
He
it
literally
that
swam
fast.
out of his mind.
Yeah,
was just.
I don't know how he did it. I have no idea how he did it.
He will tell you. He will still say that he has no idea how he did it either.
I
He just
cannot.
knew. He knew he had to
Yeah.
swim like he had never done it before, and he did it. So incredible. That's why we love the Olympics, right?
Right. Yeah, the
See
guy-
stuff that you've never seen before, and it's
The
just incredible.
the guy from China had swam at the World Championships in February of this year.
Okay.
100-meter freestyle, 46.8, and then he just swam it again at the Olympic Games in 46.4.
Which is
that was
insane,
so
too.
he
Yeah,
broke it
incredible.
again.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I mean that's probably got to be the moment, right? Is because he
What
wins
an
it,
absolute moment.
and that was the only one that they were like of course Phelps is gonna.
He's got to get all. He's got to get it. He's got to get them
Right.
all if he's going to get to break the record.
But
yeah.
this was the one that they were the most worried about,
Yeah.
and because it was like the French team was really, really good,
Yeah,
and the
they
world
were-
record holder was there on the French team, and it was like, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I remember honestly. I think that's the most we've ever cheered and
we were
screamed.
screaming.
Maybe
Mhm.
besides when the Blues won the Stanley Cup. Like that,
Yeah.
'cause that, that was.
Oh, yeah.
That was just an incredible moment.
Yeah, that last split by Jason Lezak is the most outrageous. And I don't think hardly anybody even knows that guy's name,
No,
right? Everybody knows Michael Phelps.
I know
but
Michael Phelps. Yeah. So hey, we'll give him his due today. Way to go,
Jason Lezak.
Jason. I almost said Jason Lisa. Help me.
Come
So I
on
think you saw
come
us.
on the podcast.
Exactly. We would love to talk about that moment.
Yeah, that's from 2008. It was at the
2008.
Beijing.
Wow.
It is.
I mean,
looking-
it feels like forever ago, but again, you have to remember they only have them every 4 years. So yeah, it's kind of wild.
It's still, yeah. Looking at this, that's the oldest world record on here. Everything else is from 2009 or more recent.
Gotcha.
Insane.
Well,
Back to board games.
would you like to hear my skinny, my scoop, my poop?
I would.
I thought since you went to Gen Con, I should find a story about maybe board games, right?
Uh-huh.
So I've got 4 short stories about board games here that
Okay.
I'm going to read to you.
Okay.
Christmas Day, 2010 in Minnesota, a mother of 3 decided that it would be fun to spend the day with her 3 sons, who were at this time adults. The one is 17, the one was 18, and one was 25. So they're, grown up.
Okay.
Decide they're going to play games. It's Christmas Day. We play games on Christmas Day. So they decide they're going to play Yahtzee. Okay.
Okay. I like
I
some
love
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. My friend Jan and I, we play a lot. We played Yahtzee so much growing up.
Love some good
We loved
Yahtzee.
it. So anyway, they're going to play this game. However, the son, Jacob, apparently strongly objected to playing this game.
Oh, boy.
He had a problem with it.
I'm the Yahtzee fan.
The mother had rolled a 3 of a kind,
Okay.
which set the youngest son, this is the one that's only 17, set him off.
3 of a kind?
Put a plastic bag over her face, over her head, and choked her with a belt and killed her. Your face. I wish I had a camera.
You were making this.
We should not be laughing. This poor woman. Abby's just in shock. I just snorted. The laughter is because she's in shock.
Because you were smiling this whole time. So I'm like, well, this is going to be, he's going
play
to
on Christmas Day. It's going to be a nice game of Yahtzee.
I'm like, they're going to jokingly say that, but then he's going to be he killed
He
her.
killed his mother over a 3 of a kind in Yahtzee.
The Yahtzee.
And the other 2 helped him place her body in a trash can to store it until the ground thawed up enough that they could bury her. So they bury her in the backyard. Of course, eventually her body is discovered, and he goes to jail for 2nd-degree murder, and the other 2 get charged with accessories.
Second degree.
Because it wasn't premeditated.
Well-
It was a spur of the moment kind of thing, so it's second. Oh, can you believe that? Your face.
I'm shocked.
You were absolutely shocked. I wish I had a picture of your face. You were so surprised.
Because you're literally sitting there smiling, like trying not to laugh, telling me the story.
I knew you were going to be shocked.
Well, I didn't think it was going to end with this poor woman dying. They had to have had some other issues. Yahtzee seemed like it was just the straw that broke the camel's
Wouldn't you
back,
think?
right?
You would think there something else had
And
to...
I mean, a 3 of a kind.
And on Christmas Day? Damn.
Wasn't even a Yahtzee.
This kid
Not
took
a
his
full
game
house.
serious. I know, like
They're
if
large
if
straight.
it had been like her 3rd Yahtzee, and she was playing, they discover she's playing with loaded dice or something.
There's money on this.
There was no money involved. Like I still can't find a reason why he would kill her, but it happened. This is what happened. Okay, like I said, I have 4 stories. That's the first one.
Okay.
Okay, she's not going to be she's ready for me now. Okay. Though it's typically thought of as an intellectual game for the highly sophisticated, chess has led to a number of deaths throughout the years.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, and not only in prison yards, but in city parks.
This is not just a city yard. Wow.
In 2008, this guy in Iowa was allegedly killed by his neighbor after the chess game went awry. Reportedly, both men had been drinking heavily, so there you go. That's your first mistake. They started out arguing over the game, and then a physical altercation ensued. Subsequently, the one guy then kills the other guy. I'm trying to figure out how he killed him. It doesn't really say. So that one wasn't as near as interesting because they didn't tell me the whole story, really. They just said he just killed the other guy.
But
Okay.
still though,
This over chess, like
a neighbor, you
get
go to
over
the neighbor's
yourself.
house.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
First
talk
of
to
all,
my neighbors.
Don't be drinking heavily while you're playing chess. That's your
Right.
first mistake.
Well, that's
right?
why you lost, bud.
That's true. So now here's another one. 2013.
Okay.
A game of beer pong between 2 17-year-olds.
Oh,
Okay. So this kid, Jordan,
we're gonna name him.
Well, I'm just gonna give you his first name. I mean, it's on the internet, you know.
It's on the
He
internet.
lost the beer pong game to Andrew, also 17,
Okay.
and then went and got a 7-inch kitchen knife
Oh my god.
and stabbed the kid in the head 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
This episode's gonna be a little gruesome, listener. Sorry about that. My god.
I'm like, you lose beer pong, and so now you're gonna stab your opponent in the head
I
4
thought that,
times?
like somebody might have died of like alcohol
Now,
poisoning.
luckily, the kid that was stabbed survived. Somehow,
Wait a minute.
Somehow
Wait a minute.
he had missed the fatal areas of the head, and the kid survived.
I'm sorry.
But the other
Wait a
kid,
minute.
the other kid was charged with multiple second-degree counts.
He
He
survived.
said he missed the
You
fatal
know.
areas, and he survived.
I
He must
thought-
not got in there too deep, thank God.
I
you
got
imagine?
beef. I got beef with the American justice system
Okay.
for multiple reasons.
Specifically today, what?
If you kill somebody,
Mm-hmm.
right? Murder, first degree, second degree, whatever. Murder. If you try to kill somebody, they can charge you with like attempted murder.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have as strong as of a thing. It's like, you are still trying.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
Exactly. So
Why is that a lighter sentence? I would like him to stay in jail longer. He tried to kill me once. I would like for him to not do that again.
exactly, how are you guaranteeing that he's not going to try to go kill this
Well, that's
person
what I'm
again?
saying.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. All right,
yeah.
last one. October of 2007, a 24-year-old man named Robinson. Now this one, I'm going to read this to you because this, for some reason, this part kind of cracks me up.
Okay.
24-year-old Cadell Robinson was slain in Harlem, New York, after losing a $6 bet in a dice game.
$6.
Robinson, oftentimes referred to as Dell in the neighborhood, and in parentheses,
Why is that important?
I don't even know, was shooting dice in the courtyard of a St. Nicholas Houses public housing project
Okay.
with 20-year-old Terrell Rice, Terrell locally known as T-Mac.
If we ever need alternate egos, do you want to be Dell or T-Mac?
I'm T-Mac for sure.
I'm Dell.
You're Dell.
Damn it.
They were shooting dice with a few others. Rice apparently got impatient for waiting to
Now-
collect his $6 winnings.
Is Rice, Dell, or T-Mac?
Rice is T-Mac.
Okay,
He
so,
won.
So let's
He
be
won
more
$6.
Well, yeah.
He got tired of waiting to collect the $6.
Okay.
That he went home, got a gun, came back, and killed Dell for the $6.
T-Mac killed Dell over $6.
Over $6. Can you even believe that?
Well, what was he gonna buy it with it? What's that $6 gonna even do? That's not even to get you a value meal at McDonald's.
That's not in New York.
I'm like, that doesn't pay the rent. That doesn't keep the lights on.
This wasn't 2007. Maybe you would have got a value.
You probably
meal
could
of
have gotten the
$6.
value menu. Yeah,
He
you
was
could have got
really-
some stuff on the dollar
Maybe
menu.
he was really hungry, but he killed it for $6. So that's my skinny my scoop my poop. People, don't take the game so seriously.
Oh my goodness!
It's a game.
As it turns
It's
out,
just
wow. I'm shocked at the Yahtzee one.
The Yahtzee one. Damn, you killed your mom over a 3 of a kind.
3 6s probably.
Probably. I hope it was at least 3 6s.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Okay, let's go back to on a lighter note.
A lighter note. Well, actually, you know what? This kind of ties in.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. I like they're called social deduction games. Okay, this is your werewolf.
Oh,
Okay, werewolf. One Night Ultimate Werewolf. There's a game called
Ultimate Werewolf is one of our family. I think our family collectively, we love this game. It's
Yes.
very fun.
One Night Ultimate Werewolf. There's just a game called Werewolf or
Okay.
Are You a Werewolf kind of thing.
okay.
And that one is for like really big groups that it's like you go to sleep, you wake up, you go to sleep, you wake up. That's regular werewolf.
Okay.
One Night is meant to be really quick.
It's very quick, yeah.
There's a game called Witch Hunt that's like this.
Okay.
Secret Hitler we
Oh,
have played.
That's fun. Yeah, that's
Secret
fun.
Hitler is very fun. Listener, if you don't know about Secret Hitler, it's a difficult pitch because it's called
Because
Secret
of the
Hitler.
name, but it is a fun
But
game.
it is very fun.
It is.
Basically, social deduction games are you and 6 people. One of you is the werewolf, and the other 5 of you need to figure out which one of you is the
Figure out who
werewolf.
it is. Yeah.
And the werewolf needs to not get caught.
And yes. And
So, very
your-
fun.
Your father is notoriously bad.
Terrible. Terrible.
One Night a Werewolf. And
Bless his heart.
When we were at Gen Con, we got him a shirt because the shirt said, "I am not the werewolf."
Werewolf?
Because he for some reason
He's
tends
so
to be
bad.
the werewolf a lot.
He's really bad at
But
it.
it shows you what a good person he is because he can't lie.
No.
He cannot lie.
Also,
so we know immediately he's the werewolf.
Right. Well, also the other thing is with One Night Werewolf is that everybody has a role, right? So there is like the troublemaker who like switches cards around, and the thing is, Dad struggles with like, hey, if you were the werewolf, and then the troublemaker says, I swapped
I
you
just traded
and
your
this
card.
guy, and
Yeah.
that guy is insisting that he's a villager, and you know that he's a villager. Turn on him so quickly because if that guy dies, you win.
He can't figure it out because he still thinks he's the werewolf, I think.
I know.
He can't figure it out.
I know.
Well, I got to tell you this funny story. We just played One Night a Werewolf this summer when the extended family was all in town. And Luke was insisting that he was not the werewolf. Okay. But it was hilarious because, and I wrote this down because I'm like, I have to tell this story. Because there's a card that is the village idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. And he kept saying that he was the village idiot. We're like, he's lying, he's not the village idiot, he's a werewolf. And he yells out, I'm telling you guys, I'm an idiot.
I remember I was there for this. That's like,
So that part we all
I'm telling you guys, I'm an idiot.
So funny.
Oh.
Oh my God, we laughed so hard.
Well, with that, the werewolf games, the social deduction games.
Okay, so I didn't realize that's what they're called. Okay.
Right.
I learned
So
something.
me too. I learned this weekend.
Okay.
At Gen Con, like I said, there's the exhibit hall and you can buy games and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are tons of rooms and places, and there's like the event hall. Well, not there. There are all these events you can sign up for, and a lot of them are free.
Oh,
And you go, you can demo new games. You can go.
You can try them out.
They'll
Okay.
teach you how to play them and whatnot. So you can decide, do I like this
You
game,
wanna
and go buy
or
it.
not? Sure.
And some of them are like, we said the war games, right?
Yes.
So they'll have just rows of tables that they set all this like terrain up, and then they're like, boom, this is one, boom, this is another.
And you can
boom.
sit down and play.
Well, they do tournaments.
Oh.
And if you win, you can win money. You can win like free stuff. They have the same thing for Magic. Like boom, 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 boom. We're doing this tournament.
Thankfully, no violence. I'm happy to
I
hear
haven't heard of anybody killing anyone yet at Gen
over a
Con.
magic tournament.
They have social deduction game night.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And that's the thing about Gen Con. It's a 24-hour convention.
It is.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Now the exhibit hall where you have all the booths and that's where the majority of people are. That is usually open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mm-hmm. And so
Because there's a lot of merch over there, so you can't.
Correct.
All the time, yeah.
everything else like is just sort of as they have people. So they have social deduction games that go on at night from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh my God.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday night.
This goes from does it start Thursday?
Yep.
And goes till Sunday.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
So Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night,
You can go play.
you can go play. You can sign up, and you can just walk up and play for free too.
Gotcha. Fun.
And you can get in a game of werewolf, you can get a game of witch hunt, whatever. I think Secret Hitler is one you can also do. And so, but they go till 2 a.m.
Wow.
Like, and it's like as long as the people are willing to be there and work the
yeah.
event, they'll let you keep playing. And so there's stuff going on all the time, which we love about Gen Con. But we were walking by and we saw this thing. They had taped off. This is what I was going to tell you about.
Okay.
They had taped off this section, and there's like 2 giant boxes that they taped off with like painter's tape. And they had separated everybody into 2 groups. And we're like, oh, okay, what's going on?
So they're
like,
standing within a box that the taped up.
Yes.
They're not actually in a box.
no, there's just like
The
so
tape
like
was on
4
the floor
square.
and they're standing inside the tape made. Okay, understood.
Yes. And the people are arguing back and forth. There's there's accusations, and me and Ash are like, oh, what the hell's going on?
Okay.
We walk. I look up later, we go through the program, and I find out the name of this game, and then I had to figure out what it's about. The game is called 2 Rooms and a Boom. Okay?
2 rooms and a boom.
2 rooms and a boom. The concept behind it is that there are 2 teams, okay?
Okay.
Each team has a president, and each team has a bomber. And the goal of the game is to get your bomber to blow up the other team's president.
Oh no.
And it's like, it only takes minutes to play. There's strategy, socialization, and intrigue within a time limit. I looked it up. There's a box you play. $30. But it's like you exchange hostages and things like that. And so it's like you have to figure out like if you're exchanging hostage, like which are they
you getting the
bombers,
bomber?
or and all this kind of
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
And so
Okay.
they have like a $30 version. That's cards. They said there's 70 cards in there, but it's 6 to 30 people, 7 to 20 minutes.
6 to 30
Yeah.
people.
So that's like you go to Gen Con. Like, what the hell am I gonna play with 30 people at Gen Con?
Gen Con. You're
At
going
Gen
to play
Con.
2 rooms in a boom.
Yep.
That's
and
a hoot.
so
Okay.
the game you get
And
a
you're
box.
just playing with a bunch of strangers, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause,
yeah.
You know, who knows 30 people at Gen Con?
Oh
right?
man, I'm gonna tell you something. The accusations when it's a bunch of strangers, you walk by. There's like they take like. They'll take like 20 chairs and put them in a circle.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. These are all the werewolf. That's
Whoa,
werewolf.
okay.
And you'll see, and people, I remember we were walking by and somebody's pointing. This other guy's like, I'm telling you, I'm a villager.
Well, see, now that's when you got to worry if somebody's got a plastic bag and a belt. Holy shit.
People get it, dude. It's actually really funny. It's so
Oh
super
my
fun.
God.
We didn't get to do that last year. I want to do it next year.
Yeah, that sounds,
but
that could be crazy, right?
They have a print and play version, which you can print it off completely free and
Okay.
play 2 rooms in a boom.
Legit. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Wow.
And so yeah, the idea of the 2 teams, blue team and red team. The blue team has the president. The red team is a bomber. Oh, I've completely misunderstood.
Oh.
Players
So
are
there's one in each, and you have to exchange people and try to get them both in the same.
yeah. So the president obviously is trying to not be blown up.
So the president's side wins if he doesn't get blown up, and the bomber wins if he blows up the president.
Right, I think
basically.
it's
Is he a suicide bomber? Does he really lose?
Okay, so here's the thing. Players are first equally distributed between 2 areas, usually 2 separate rooms,
Okay.
and then each player is randomly dealt a face-down character card. That's how you find out who you are.
Okay.
And then players play the game by saying what they want in order to select a leader for the room. The leader chooses hostages, which are players who will be sent to the other room at the end of the round. So you're in 2 separate rooms, and you discuss.
Oh, so you
and
didn't know this?
No,
happening.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm learning. We're learning
Wow,
right
wow,
now.
Wow. We're gonna play this game.
There are 3 timed rounds. Each round is shorter than the previous round. At the end of each round, the hostages selected by the leaders will be traded into opposing rooms. The game ends after the last hostage exchange. Everyone reveals their cards. If red team's bomber is in the same room as the president, the red team wins. Otherwise, the blue team wins. So I would have to like look at and see like how people like play this one up, because it's like, how do you decide like, because I'm sure the strategy is like the red team's like, do we just send the bomber in there?
Right.
Or do we not send him in here and think that maybe the president will come in?
Mm-hmm.
But then now that you have hostages go in the other room,
That's crazy.
I know.
That's a mind.
So
messing with your mind on that.
So I'm like, that looks like a lot of fun.
Okay.
I want to do that for sure.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
The social, like I said, the social deduction games, because it takes so little, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everybody you could write on a piece of paper and just hand them out.
Yeah.
And whatnot, and that's it.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We're gonna try that one.
We're gonna have to
Your
check
dad,
that one
we
out.
gotta make your dad the president. Poor guy. I am not the president. I'm not the bomber. I have to tell you, I think you were there for this. We were playing Yahtzee actually, and Dan was visiting, my brother from Minnesota.
No, yes,
And we were drinking
Okay.
our favorite vanilla pumpkin beer.
a classic.
And he was trying to tell us a variation of how he plays with his family. He plays second chance Yahtzee. Now, if you don't play Yahtzee, I will tell you that there is a box that you can fill in called chance. So basically, if you fuck up and you don't get the roll that you need, you put that amount in the chance, and it gives you
one. You get one,
but you
mulligan.
get one chance.
Yeah.
So he's telling us that they play second chance Yahtzee. Now we're a little bit tipsy. We're not quite getting it. And he's trying to tell us.
Well, we're rolling. We're like, okay, can I use my?
Can
second?
I roll again? Do I get a
Can I
second
do-
chance?
and
He's
he's
like,
like,
no, you get a
second chance.
And
It finally.
we finally
clicked.
dawned it. We all literally collectively go, oh. And poor Dan literally
boy.
did the face palm.
Yes.
And I actually snapped a picture. It's like my favorite picture of all time of him. He was so frustrated with us.
Hilarious.
And it was the same night that Mayor says, I don't know about you guys, but this pumpkin beer is making me hilarious. Or making us hilarious. And so then, of course, we lose it. But I was trying to tell you how Jan and I would play, my best friend Jan. We would play that if you got say you got 3 threes and you got a 2 and a 1, that was a baby Yahtzee. Because that added up to a 3.
Yeah.
And you were like, so you weren't getting that at all. You were calling everything a baby Yahtzee. Like, that's not a baby Yahtzee.
At some point, I did get it, but then I just kept calling it
You
baby
kept
Yahtzee.
you
because
kept
it was
calling
funny.
everything a baby Yahtzee because you were making me crazy, right? And at one point, somebody rolled something and you said, that's a full-on poopin' Jesus Yahtzee. Where did that come from?
Wait a minute.
I wrote it down in my notes.
That's
That's a full-on poopin' Jesus Yahtzee. What does that even mean?
I have no memory of saying this.
We were drunk. We didn't know what it meant.
That's the night that, like, we were like, because we all were drinking the pumpkin beer, which is delicious.
It was so yummy. I love it so much.
And you're like, oh, we should be the pumpkin beer. We needed another word.
We need
Like,
another one
pumpkin
started
beer,
with P.
Like, we wanted something like pumpkin beer pals, right? We wanted some alliteration. And so
Very good.
we go, we need another P word. She goes,
Phenomenal. So we were the phenomenal, and then Dan goes, psychos.
pumpkin beer psycho.
The phenomenal pumpkin beer psychos.
And then I said, what's your logo? Pterodactyl.
You forgot about that logo.
So that was good. But
Oh, God, I forgot all about that.
the other thing I saw, you are not going to believe this.
Okay.
We're walking around, we walk through the event hall, we see there's one table and there's this big sign.
Did it make that sound?
No. You look like,
If you, listener, she did the motion of putting the sign on the table with her hand. Okay.
Okay.
What did the sign say, Abby?
the sign said 48-hour game.
48 hours? Do you get to go to the bathroom?
The convention is only 4 days.
Right.
Half of it will be playing this game.
one game.
We have no idea
How
what
do you
game
get
it is.
food?
Well, I'm sure that they take breaks because you must sleep.
Really? Can you? I don't know. We don't know. You didn't play.
No. No, I did not.
See, yeah, why you bring this up? You don't even bring me the facts. I don't even know.
We just were like,
I immediately
I
have
point
questions.
that out. We're in a group and I'm next to Elijah and I go, can you even imagine spending 2 of your 4 days doing nothing but playing one
Playing
game?
that
He goes,
game.
no.
No, absolutely not.
I was
That's wild.
like,
That's wild.
absolutely wild.
Well, you're gonna have to do some research on this. I want to know about this 48-hour game.
I'm gonna
That's
have to, 'cause
crazy.
I also want to know. But that's the thing. We love Gen Con because you can play games and
Yep.
do a whole
You
bunch
can
of
buy
stuff.
games and-
everyone's really nice,
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
Like
I will
it's-
say that for sure.
yeah.
Because
And I-
everybody loves games, so you're there.
Yeah.
You're all there for the same reason.
Well,
yeah.
and a lot of the hotels are really cool because if they have a like a conference room or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
they'll set it up with a whole bunch of tables so people who are staying at the hotels can come back and everybody's bought a bunch of games. You can go down, you can play.
Oh yeah,
and,
fun.
And so they've got that, and then there's like tons of buildings, right? It's not just this one convention center. They also take over Lucas Oil Stadium. Then there's like 2 or 3 other buildings.
Oh,
that they
yeah,
have.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and so it's enormous.
Cool.
But so that's the big one. All right, now let's see if I can run through this real quick. We got one more. We got one more Zodiac here for you. Once again, the New York Post is coming in strong with the Zodiacs, mostly because they're funny and at least a little bit funny.
We want the funny ones. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we like the funny stuff.
This one is, what board game are you based on your Zodiac sign?
Okay, hit me.
All right, Aries, you're trouble.
Trouble.
Aries folk are what they play.
You guys used to love to play Trouble because you wanted to pop the thing.
Well, pop the thing.
Absolutely.
Yep. Chasing, racing, pawn, crowning, primary color wearing, trouble is Aries energy incarnate. Trouble is this, and if there's going to be more things like that, that's going to make me, I'm only working with half a face
Absolutely.
right now.
I want to hear you read these. Let's go.
Trouble is distinguished by the novel presence of the Pop-O-Matic die roller. Pop-O-Matic, which in true fire sign fashion makes a cracking sound when activated, accelerates the game, and prevents players from cheating via dubious dice rolls.
Okay.
All right, Taurus, you are Catan.
Oh, your dad loves that game.
I love Catan.
Catan, yeah.
Now, this game used to be called Settlers of Catan or
Oh,
Settlers
yeah,
of Catan,
yeah.
and they have since just now shortened it to Catan.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
But yeah, I love Catan.
Oh, you
Taurus,
need to play with your dad because he always wants to play. And
it's a goodie. Taurus is a fixed earth sign that lords over the second house of values and possessions. These people are driven by comfort, the securement of tangible goods, and the sense of superiority that comes from striking a bargain.
okay.
In kind, the objective of Catan is trade, build, settle. the living ethos of the bull. Players trade in different types of resources they provide: brick, wood, or wheat and sheep. Calm, persuasive, and prone to holding tight to the kind of grudges this game engenders, Taurus and Catan play nice.
True. Why don't you guys give me any wood?
We don't want your sheep.
I need wood.
That's why I like that game. Why won't you guys? All you have is sheep.
I don't want your sheep.
I want your
need wood.
Sure.
Why are you guys making this so hard for me?
You're quoting the Big Bang Theory. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Gemini is Scrabble.
Scrap. Oh, she will hate that. Yeah.
I know. Geminis are silver-tongued and quick-thinking, making Scrabble their game of choice.
It's true. We will change it to upwards. But
I
don't think
would
she likes
probably
upwards.
get upwards.
I don't think
Sam,
Sam even
I
likes
know.
upwards.
Sam isn't a big fan of that. Yep, Gemini is ruled by fast-talking, words as weapons, and phrasing as foreplay planet Mercury. As such, natives are lovers of language, and Scrabble provides the opportunity for a Gemini to flex their smarts, talk shit, and vehemently defund the use of words they make up.
That very much describes her.
Yes.
But I don't think she would want Scrabble. But anyway, okay, moving on.
Oh, well, I am confident in whatever monster was behind the push to officially include egg corn for Scrabble play was a Gemini. Cancer.
Okay.
Cancer is sorry.
Oh, I love that game.
Ever and always trying to make it home, Cancer plays for keeps, and in keeping with the objectives of sorry, Cancer is synonymous.
It's true. He is like relentless. He plays his strategy. He doesn't care that I'm his wife.
Yes.
Or you're his children. And the man plays to win.
Yes.
Yes.
Cancer is synonymous with the archetype of the mother and rules over the fourth house of home and lineages. Apropos of this, sorry takes inspiration from the ancient Indian game Parcheesi.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah.
Yep, arguably the mother of all board games, whose roots reach back to the Iron Age.
Wow. I loved Sorry as a kid. We played that a lot.
That's
My mom played that a lot with us, and I played it a lot.
yeah.
with us.
We played a lot of Sorry,
Yeah.
and then sometimes if it was only two of us, then you played.
You played double.
And then you're like, yeah, let me tell you something. In any other game, you would have killed that guy.
You know
And
you
that's
killed
your
that
guy.
Yeah. We played a lot of Sorry.
Sometimes, and then you get bitter. You can hold grudges, and then you kill people not for any strategic advantage, just because you're mad.
Yep. Hilarious.
Oh, a classic.
Okay. who's
Leo.
next?
Leo, you get the game of life.
Ooh, that's a great game. I did like that.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Leo is a fixed fire sign associated with regal bearing, with a cutthroat approach to competition, a dramatic predisposition, and champagne taste.
Mm-hmm.
In kind, the game of life is vaguely theatrical, played by selecting myriad life scenarios, professions, adding people to your party
Having some babies.
car,
Yeah.
and racing towards the green leisurely pastures of retirement.
It's true.
In true lion form, the game is won by ending up the richest bitch at the table.
It's true. It's
true.
true. We haven't played that in a long time.
I just played it with somebody, but I
Did
can't.
you really? Oh my gosh, we used to.
I
My
think-
mom loved that game. when we
I
were
loved
kids,
that
so
game
We
growing
played
up.
that a lot. When
Well,
I was a kid.
I liked. I just want to have as many kids.
Yes, because you get more money.
Oh, I don't know. Well, sometimes you hit whatever, and you have to pay so
That's
much
true.
for how many kids you had in the back.
True.
I
But
just
most
wanted to
of the
put.
time,
I just wanted
you
my
want to add
happy
little
film.
pigs in there. Yeah, yeah. Some if you got lucky, you had twins. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we
Yep.
love that.
Virgo,
Okay.
Clue.
Ooh, loved that game when I was a kid. I loved the game. I was always Miss Scarlet. Always.
We got a new game. I'll have to tell you about it, but it's
Okay.
like it's Clue-esque. It's kind of like that.
We're dying to have a game night since you guys are back on new games. Yeah, so game night.
Nothing is more erotic or satisfying to a Virgo than the cool breeze of being right.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Virgo is the resident detective of the zodiac, ever living to dig deep and get to the bottom of mysteries, people, mistakes, and garden beds. This impulse to scrutinize and desire to be right make Clue, the classic murder mystery of whodunit, where and with what household item, the perfect board game for this mutable earth sign.
That's awesome. Now I will tell you, if you like Clue, you will love Mysterium.
Mysterium's great.
That is a great
We
game.
got-
Check it out.
Anyway, Libra,
Back to
you've been waiting long enough. Libra, you're checkers.
Checkers.
You wait all this time for checkers.
Sorry, Libra.
Libra rules the seventh house of partnership, and checkers is the board game made for two. Those born under the sign of the scales and balances have a natural affinity for order, beauty, and equanimity, and the balanced, visually arresting checkers board works equally well as a kitchen floor motif.
Okay.
That's that. Scorpio.
Okay.
Ouija. What? The evil Ouija board.
Ouija board. Boom.
Scorpio rules the eighth house of sex, death, transformation.
Is that a game? Is there a winner?
Technically.
The
Devil.
Ooh, sorry.
Rules
Sorry.
the eighth house of death and
the
this
devil.
transformation. You know what? I'm nixing this entirely. I'm gonna give Scorpio werewolf.
Yeah.
Because the little
100%.
deception and
Robin is a Scorpio, your Aunt Robin, and she's always the
Excellent.
werewolf.
She's
her and your
yeah,
dad
she
are the
is.
werewolves, right?
and she's
Yes.
pretty good at that
And she's
game.
very good at it. Yes.
I can't read her.
No.
All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have Jumanji.
Jumanji? Absolutely not. I have said that game should be lit on fire. We are not playing the Jumanji. I'm not going in that jungle. Nope. Nope. I'm not stupid. You're not going to catch me playing no Jumanji.
Ruled by the dice rolling, pony betting, and belt loosening planet planet Jupiter, Sagittarius folk live to push boundaries and press their luck with any manner of games of chance. Interested in traveling, traversing, and mind expanding, archers can get on board with Jumanji, a game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind.
You know what? My game would be Candyland.
No, I would actually give
I
you
would be
Yahtzee.
traveling through. It says we went to a new experience, travel through 100% Candyland. You don't think I want to go to the ice cream lady palace?
Well, but it
area?
also says it a press your luck game, which is kind of what Yahtzee is a
That's
little bit.
that's more bunko.
Well, you're bunko.
I'm definitely Candyland. I'm definitely Candyland.
You're 52 pickup.
It's true.
Okay.
Who's next?
Capricorn.
All right.
Risk.
Oh my God. Who made this? This is
Ever
terrible.
weighing risk versus reward in the complex interpersonal games of strategy, Capricorn folk can identify in full with this game of global domination. Risk invites players to try their hand at territorial conquest via military campaigns, which sound like abject hell to me and like a hot date night to Capricorn.
You did used to like that game, but I gotta
No,
say,
I would rather play like Zombicide.
for sure.
100%.
Listener, if you don't know what Zombicide is, it is a very fun game. But
Yeah.
it's cooperative, and we all gang up on the zombies and try to complete the mission,
Yes.
or whatever, and then escape. And my mother, my 84-year-old mother, loves this game. And what was the time she was playing? Now, you were telling me that.
Yeah, we will usually pair up because there's so many of us.
Right.
And so somebody was paired with Ma. They put Ma in charge of rolling the dice, and then her character had ability that they could dual wield like any item.
So you have weapons.
Yes.
Right. So weapon. She could have a weapon in either hand.
Right. So she was dual wielding the Uzis.
The Uzis, hilarious.
I think at one point she was dual wielding the chainsaws.
She
and
was.
We're like,
She doesn't care. She likes to dual wield. She wants two weapons.
That's excellent.
Yeah, she's tearing it up.
so
Hilarious.
Aquarius is Olivia.
Okay.
Monopoly.
Oh no.
I don't know what Aquarius. What's,
No, it's funny.
what's Olivia like? What's
Liv
she like?
never liked to play games much as a kid, but the one game she would play, her and I would play this all the time,
Okay.
was Connect 4 launchers. So
Okay.
instead of the regular Connect 4 where you drop it down, you have two platforms and you have to launch your little, like she's red and I'm yellow, or whatever,
Yeah.
and you launch them up in there and you have to get obviously the 4 in the row or whatever.
Yeah.
And we would laugh so hard. We would play this game and we would just laugh and laugh and laugh. And that was probably her favorite game growing up. Yeah.
Well, I think that is, but we're going with that for
There you
Aquarius.
go. There you
Pisces is Candyland.
No way. I'm stealing it.
If Pisces people had their way, the world would look more akin to Candyland and their gradient hellscape we currently occupy and are occupied by. No, sorry.
No.
Hey, listener, post-edit Abby once again. As you just heard, Anna laid claim to Candyland, so sorry, Pisces, you're SOL. Unfortunately, we did then forget to actually give Pisces a game. So I've gone through, done some research, aka Googled for about 30 seconds. Pisces, I've decided that you get to be the noun game, which is more commonly known as Telestrations. There's no real winner. There's no real loser. You just get to basically play a visual, creative form of telephone and laugh at the terrible pictures everyone draws.
I would say I'm gonna give Capricorn Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or I was thinking family business for you.
I've
Because
been waiting all night to figure somebody.
Abby actually said those words.
No, I think that actually was like Tom or Paul.
It
said
was
that.
you. It was you.
Oh, good.
We were playing family business, which is like you have a mob family.
mob family.
Okay. And Abby literally, one of the card was that you finger someone.
Which is you point them out and something bad happens to
Exactly.
them. They go to jail.
And she plays her card and literally says,
I've been waiting all night to figure somebody. That's excellent. That's the Zodiac. But, listener, write in. First of all, don't forget to tell us your beef, and also
Absolutely.
tell us what your favorite board
What's your
game
favorite
is.
game is? Because we love going.
I love
board
games.
and we take it very seriously. But nobody ever usually gets mad. We have a lot of fun.
Typically, yeah.
The one Survive, Escape from Atlanta is probably one of the best moments. Your father screwed you all over, except for me and Ash. And
He was
you
like,
guys,
"What's the worst that could happen?"
whirlpool. Everybody died. It was fantastic.
I-
It's probably
I
one of the
wanted
best
to-
pictures I've ever taken in my life.
It's my mouse pad. It's that picture is what she
Okay.
printed on my
I
mouse
did,
pad.
I did. Fantastic. So
Wowie.
yeah. And if you need recommendations for board games, hit us up. We'll tell you.
Hit us up.
We have
We
too
have
many.
we got that. We've already talked previously about the game table that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Game night, game night. Listen, if you sponsor us on Patreon, the top tier,
true,
the
true.
$500 a month tier, is you get to come over to our house and play board games
Game
with
night
us.
and having action. Sweet.
You think that you're getting to meet the people behind the scenes? Wrong.
Wrong.
We're making people pay us to play games.
Come play games.
All right,
All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but after this, I'm gonna need some serious beef.
and some serious board games.
Serious board games. Bye.
Bye.